guys, welcome back to another Super Blender tutorial video. So I got some good feedback from the past videos that I posted on this series, and some people say they couldn't hear my voice too well. So what I did was I just purchased a new microphone on Amazon, and I hope my voice is more clear now. So thank you guys for all the feedback you give me. It's really important to help this channel grow and to just help it achieve what it has to achieve. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin right from where we left off. So in the last video, we were just trying to position the camera in the same position that it is in the image we're using, which I'll call our reference image. So we modeled the chairs, we modeled the speakers, and we also put the walls in the back. Now the next thing to do is we're gonna model this table here, the chair. I don't know what it's called, but this cupboard with the DVDs and everything inside of it. And then after that, we're gonna model the home theater. I think that's a home theater. Just follow where the mouse is, and then we're gonna be placing them step by step. Okay, so without further ado, let us get started. So to model this cupboard here, you see where my mouse is, I'm just gonna add a cube by holding Shift A and then add cube under mesh. So there we have it, and I'm going to change from this wireframe view to the 3D view, which is by pressing Z. So there we have a cube now. Okay, and I think I'm gonna have to hide this because there's too many things. I can't really work freely. So to hide this, I'm gonna select it and then press H. Okay, that is good. Now I'm just going to put the cube where I can see it, and as for this view, I don't need this view right now. So I'm going to put that backwards that way. Yes. Okay, so now that we have our cube in the scene, what we're going to do is we're going to go into the edit mode simply by pressing the tab key, or you can go here where my mouse is. Please follow my mouse and click on where it says object mode and click on that button, and you're going to see an option that says edit mode. So you click on that and you're already in edit mode. So as you can see, this system here, this display is between the two speakers. So that is where I'll be working. So I'm going to go into my top view by pressing 7 on the numpad, and then I'll just position it where it is actually in the picture. And then I'm going to scale it by pressing S in the X direction. I'm going to scale it by pressing S and then X, and then I'm going to pull outwards and then put it right between the speakers. Okay, I think I made it too big, so I'll make it a little smaller. Okay, that is perfect. And then I'll push it down, and then I'm going to use this to see what size I'm supposed to make it. So I think it's that size. I'll push it down a little bit right there. Then I'm going to go back into edit mode, select the face at the bottom, and then push it upwards where it is in the picture too. As you can see, I'm using this picture, the one on the left side, for reference. Okay, so go back. Yeah, I think that positioning is okay and it's perfect. So now we go back into edit mode by pressing the tab key, and if you want to see through the cube, you just press the Z key. That'll take you into the wireframe mode, or alternatively, you can click on this button that says limit selection to visible. So if I choose that, you can see through, you can partially see through the cube. So you can select the cubes which you do not see too. But I prefer the the wireframe mode, because you actually know which face you're choosing. Okay, so I'm going to select the front face now, and then I'm going to extrude it by pressing E to extrude. So I press E to extrude, I click down, and then I scale what I've extruded, and I press S and then pull inwards. So as you can see, around this edge, it has more, let me say it's thicker than it is at the top and at the bottom. So to change that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna click down, and then we're gonna scale it in different axes at a time. So I'm satisfied with the scaling in the x-axis. Now I'm gonna scale it in the z-axis just to match these depths here. So I'm gonna press S, Z. Yes, I think that is fine. Yeah, I think that is fine. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to extrude it inside. So I'm going to press E and then just pull inwards like that. So I don't I don't really care how deep it is inside, so long as it's good for our view. So I think what we have there, that's okay with me. Okay, that looks good so far. And as you can see, the image here, it has legs. Our cardboard here, it has legs too. So yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the edit mode again, and then we're gonna select the ones at the bottom. We're gonna navigate to the face at the bottom. So I'm gonna cut through these by pressing Ctrl R again. So I'm gonna Ctrl R2 actually, and press 2 so that I cut in the same direction. So while these edges are selected, I'm gonna press S and then X to scale in the X direction. That's where I want my edges to be at the bottom. And I'm going to do that again. I'm going to press Control R, and then I'm going to press 2. Click down, and then I'm going to scale in the X direction, which is S, X. Okay, right there. That looks fine to me. Now I'm going to do the same thing in this direction, in the X direction. Control R, 2. And then I'm going to scale in the Y direction. Oops, sorry. I'm going to scale in the Y direction. Yeah, that looks good. And then I'm going to do the same thing in the middle. Control R, and then click 2. Oops, Control R, and then click 2. And then scale in the Y direction again. Yeah, that looks good. So I'm going to select these faces inside. Just select as I'm selecting. And I'm going to extrude this outside just a little bit, that way. And then I'm going to select the edges, the faces in the corner. These 4 faces here, and I'm going to extrude them downwards. Oh, sorry. I'm going to extrude them where the floor is, to where the floor is, which is right there. I'm just using the speakers for reference. Okay, so far so good. Hope I'm not running out of time. I think I'm going to make this video 11 minutes long so that we can get a lot of things done and then start working on the materials of the objects. Okay, that looks good. Now the next thing I save regularly. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna create the doors for this cupboard here. And I think I made this too thick, so I'm gonna go inside and change this by simply holding. By simply holding Alt and then click around this edge. Be careful not to click around these edges, but the one inside, just click at the corner here when you're in face mode. And then I'm going to scale in the X direction, and then I'm going to scale it in the Z direction by SX and then SZ right there. That's right where I want it. So far so good. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do is I can see there is a plane inside by looking at the image here. So I'm going to add a new cube. Oh, there, I was wondering where my cube is. So what I'm going to do with this cube is I'm going to place it inside. Oops, sorry guys. I'm going to place it inside of this cupboard here. Right there. Then I'm going to scale it in the Z direction. So that's S and then Z. Scale it right there. That's good. Okay, pull that inside. Yeah, that's at a good position. And then SX. Scale it in the X direction now. And just position it where it's actually inside the cube and not outside or overlapping anything else. Okay, SX again. Yeah, somewhere there. That's where it is. And just go into the top view there and then scale it in the Y direction, SY. And yeah, I think that is fine. Yeah, that looks perfect. Okay guys, I think I'm out of time for this video. Please join me in the next video so that we can continue just right where we've left off here. Everything looks so good so far. This is Super Blender Tutorials. Thank you guys for joining me. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, please don't forget to comment and subscribe. Super Blender Tutorials, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Join me next time.